That's mainly what it is. You just left that person behind. You just sat there and was like, you know what? I'm ready to take off this energy that doesn't serve me anymore. It doesn't serve my greater goal, and you let it go. And that's the thing. Once you let something go like that, you're going to feel the pain. It's just like welcome to Deep Bites with Sony Blaze, where we have deeper bites on subjects and discussions that was discussed in Deep Talk with Sony Blaze. I am your very knowledgeable host, Sony Blaze. Let's take a deep bite. Today on Deep Talk in Deep Bites with Sony Blaze, we're having a discussion, and once you let someone go, you're gonna feel the pain. Up next, so stay tuned to see what's next on Deep Bites after these breaks. What up? Welcome to my corner of the universe. If you want to sit there and advertise for Deep Talk with Sony Blaze and have your products or services be placed here, let us handle it for you. So doesn't matter if you're a small business, you're a big business, you got products, artworks, whatever it is, let SBC handle your workload, okay? Let us handle your workload. So go ahead and email us at sonyblazecorner.com and we'll get that to you as soon as you can. Peace. Welcome back to Deep Bites with Sony Blaze, where we have deeper bites on subjects that was discussed on Deep Talk with Sony Blaze. I am your very knowledgeable host, Sony Blaze, and let's take a deep bite. Ooh. Next time, you know what? Now, while I'm taking those deep bites, if there's somebody who's out there in Rochester area, if they want me to sit there and promote their burger on Deep Bites, I should actually sit there and do it on restaurants as well too. But anyways, other than that, let's get straight back to the show. So anyways, if you just watched the episode, like I said on there, once you let something go, you're going to feel the pain. I mean, I don't know what else to actually say about that. It's something that it seems like it's easy to do, and it is easy for some, hardest for others. But when it gets down to it, a lot of us, we're going to feel the pain. Like at least maybe 90% of us, we just take it and just go on with our day. But a lot of us, once we let something go, there's a good chance we're going to feel the pain. Now, whether or not is the pain happens right away or weeks from when it first happened, you're going to feel the pain. You're going to feel that hurt. And it doesn't matter who you are unless you're at 10 or 1% of people. It's going to hurt. It's going to hurt. And like I explained on the episode of Deep Talk with Sony Blaze, and I will put a link down in the description so you can actually see that episode. The reason why it does hurt is because you have spent a lot of time with that individual. You spend a lot of effort with that. Because it's like this. Like, let's say, for instance, like you met someone and you only been with them for a week and you barely talk to them, and then you just cut off communication with them. You know, maybe you probably feel a little something to be like, you know, because it's the simple fact that, you know, this is only a week, you never got a chance to really know them, but you won't really feel that pain as much because you just only know them for a week. That was it. Just one whole fucking week. But a lot of us, and especially if you're watching this, it wasn't like that. You actually had a whole long relationship with that individual. And you probably had spent a lot of time and effort, and you had a lot of history with that person. So once you let that person go, the reason why you feel the pain is because you had that history, you had those moments, and had those memories, and that's what you're feeling. And that's the thing. you are feeling, the reason why it hurts so much is because you're feeling the shedding the old version of yourself from them. It's not just because you severed the connection with them, you actually severing the old version of you that was with them. You leaving that old version of yourself behind. And that's why you're feeling the pain. Because just really think about that. Because there's a good chance the reason why you let them go is either because, well, if you let them go, then that's mean you're the one that initiated letting them go, and then maybe they let you go. But doesn't matter who lets who go. The reason why you're feeling that is because after the separation, the energetic, I don't know how, the energetic field or the energetic self of you still lingers over there. You still have that connection over there, and you're just missing that old connection that you have, that old familiarness, because it was so familiar. You had that energetic version of you for so long, and you're so used to it, and now you're moving on to a new version of yourself, and you don't know what to do, and you feel so uncomfortable, and you feel just lost because you're grown into a new version of yourself, and you had to sit there and shed that old energetic energy from there, because it's just like how like a snake or a lizard and whatsoever go through. They had to sit there and shed their old skin off, and most likely it's not a very pleasant process. So what you're doing is you just shedding the old energy, and that old energy is not a pleasant experience at all. It's not very pleasant, not at all. Now you're asking yourself, what can you do to feel less of the hurt? I believe I was explaining that a little bit in the episode that this was referring to. But what I can say, what you can do is to begin the process of learning how to love yourself. Because a lot of times the reason why it's probably like that is because we didn't love ourselves properly. So the emptiness that you have within you, you think, oh shit, no, apologies. You tend to think, I'm sorry about that, I had to distract myself for now back to it. The reason, the way how you can feel less of the hurt is because a best way you can do it is to feel the emptiness. Because once you feel the emptiness, you start to learn to treat yourself a lot better and love those the way how they are instead of how you see them. Because a lot of times, I think what I was just trying to get at is because you was trying to fill that emptiness that you have with the love that the person, place, or thing was giving you instead of loving yourself. So what you can do is you can sit there and feel the less of the pain of and the hurt of letting someone go is by loving yourself. Doing that through that process. And once you actually do that, things will get a lot better. But anyways, that's about it for Deep Bites with Sony Blaze. So let me know what you do to feel less of the hurt when you let someone go. Let me know down in the comments. If you're not a subscriber to Deep Talk with Sony Blaze. Make sure you go ahead and punch that subscribe button. Also, you like this video. And also, if you know someone who's actually going through this, make sure you share that with that person. Anyways, thank you for joining my corner of the universe. Peace.